tell you. All right, Morgan, how are you?
Very good, thanks. Just missed football. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you currently?
I'm in Birmingham, Stratford-upon-Avon.
Birmingham.
Yep.
Yeah. Birmingham, watching those West Brom boys.
I know.
They didn't do so well last night, though, did they?
Yeah. I thought there was something there, but field.
Listen, so Morgan, obviously this year's been a bit crazy, to say the least. But at least you can say you're a national champion.
Yeah.
It's on the background.
Great.
How did you find that?
It was a good experience. Obviously, that was my first game for Buxwood. Like some of the others, I really enjoyed it. I feel like we got closer as a team. Obviously, I didn't really know some of the players like Usain, Andrew, but I think we got on and we did the job. Came home with a victory.
Obviously, Hussein supplied you with the ball to score after 3.5 minutes?
Yeah, that was a pretty special moment for me, I think. Just probably one of my first touches on the ball, getting to the back of the net. It was nice.
Yeah. How did it feel when you scored it? It was like, how did you feel? Did you feel relief? Were you excited? What?
Well, I was really excited. I tried not to celebrate as much, so we didn't, like put our heads up. But I think it was a good start to the game, and it was really important for us. And yeah, I'm really happy to provide, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously that final was for the previous year, and with the virus and that sort of postponed it a bit. So in some ways, had we not played that final, with the way this year's gone, you may not have had a single game this year.
Yeah.
That's a worrying thought, huh?
Yeah, that would have been pretty sad.
But listen, you got a national champions medal. You've set a standard now for anybody coming in to try and at least match.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to stay at my level or even improve.
Now you obviously mentioned that your first goal you didn't really celebrate too much, but the second goal you did, and unfortunately the national coverage didn't really quite do it justice, did it?
Yeah, I don't think they understand. Obviously the Japanese boys understood. It's like a Japanese anime dance, and I think I had a little bit of fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we started the game, before the game, obviously it was a long journey up. We arrived late because of traffic, etc. I mean, we left early enough. But before you started the game, were you confident in being able to win?
I think seeing that like we had a lot of experienced players, like JJ, the captain. He really led on the team. I think Emil was solid at the back, and Koki, obviously he wants to play in the midfielding holding role, but I think he did really well at the back, and Edmund was great in the middle as well. Yeah, I think I was pretty confident. I knew that Rui wasn't that much. Kento was just getting into his like mentality battle, but I think as a team we kind of stuck together and we did pretty well. I think we were all confident enough.
How did you feel when the other team scored? Was you concerned then?
I think I was pretty concerned. I was a bit like, oh well, we have a battle now. But I was confident in the back four, the two holding. Like we were pretty solid at the back. I think Kudai was holding on that left back role pretty well, and I think Rui's late goal was just really important. We held the middle quite often, like in the middle, we held the ball, and yeah, I think it was worrying, but we got through it, and yeah.
How long? I mean, obviously I spoke to JJ, and JJ obviously told me that it took him a few days for it to sink in. He also told me he slept with the trophy, which, that's fine. But how long did it take you to realise that you actually become national champion?
Well, on the after the game, I was thinking to myself, I was like, what does this mean now? Like, well, like, who are we as a team? And I don't know, I feel like it was really important to me, but I didn't realize until the next day at school when everyone was like, oh, that's the guy that scored 2 goals in the final. And I was like, yeah, I think it meant a lot to me, even though I wasn't there in the process, but yeah.
You've gone very dark, Morgan. Is this a new
is that the lighting? Yeah.
There you go. That's what it is. You suddenly went black. All I could see was the outline of your head.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. So obviously, the virus has totally ruined the year, if I'm honest. But I look at the team that we have, and I honestly had faith in believing that we would be able to repeat the process, if not improve it, because I think we've done really well. You aren't actually normally a striker, was that right? You weren't always a striker.
Well, so when I was at like primary, so like year 6, year 5, I was always a striker. I was banging in goals left, right, centre. But when I got to middle school or secondary, I went in the holding position, and then for my Japanese club, I went like the winger role. And then when I went to Beijing, I went back up top, and I don't know, just everywhere that coach wanted me to play, I guess.
Yeah. Where do you actually prefer to play? Because obviously when you came for your trial, and obviously I have your trial on film, so I know what was going on. I seem to remember you actually said you was a winger.
Yeah, I was a winger, but I kind of enjoy cutting in, and I think I'm pretty confident with both my feet. So crossing in, cutting in, I think I'm good at that role. But I don't really mind where you put me, or Trevor or Dan. If I do the job, I do the job. Yeah.
So so listen. I mean, for me, you show natural capabilities of being a striker, which is one of the reasons we put you there. I know Trevor and I had discussions about playing you in more like an Edmund role, playing, so putting Edmund up and you playing behind him. But I felt that firstly, you're bigger than Edmund, so that's obviously a prime advantage. And secondly, your touch, when the ball comes into you, your touch is actually, really, really good. And I know Edmund's is, but Edmund is much better in my eyes dribbling with the ball. Yeah. He's better with the ball at his feet and attacking a player rather than, receiving the ball, turning and going, which I think is more your strength. So for me, that sort of married up quite well. And obviously, having a final so early on in the season isn't ideal, because we would have worked more. I mean, we tried to work, but it was difficult because obviously we couldn't play against anybody because of the pandemic problem. So it was very tough to try and prep you. But, how did you feel in the run up to that final? What was going through your head during that run up?
I feel like I had a big role or a big opportunity to show myself as like my capabilities and stuff. I had a lot of good advice from you guys, like as coaches, and the teammates showing me what to do and how to do it. Like Edmund talked to me quite a lot on how to attack the defense. That helped me a lot. And just like my house masters as well, Josh and Harry, they helped me quite a lot. Get my mentality there, and yeah. So
anyway, so you had a short period of time. you've just been unlucky in the fact that you've come at a time when there's a pandemic. I mean, it's not as if we could plan for it or anything. But how have you felt towards your time at Buxwood so far?
I think the people here are really good. I think the academy really helped settle me in. I made a lot of friends through sport, mainly football. But also talking to Japanese people and increasing like the languages I speak, because in Beijing I didn't speak much Japanese, but I feel like here it improved my Japanese quite a lot, and I feel like I miss my family a lot, but my teammates and my coaches, housemasters, friends really helped me get into Buxwood and settle here.
Yeah. What has been the biggest thing that you go, well, do you know what, that's what it was that did it for me, or I was really impressed with that, or you weren't expecting. What was there anything that you saw, like you came to the school and went, actually I wasn't expecting that, or whatever?
I didn't really expect like the international kids to open up and talk quite a lot, because I know they have their little groups, and I wasn't really expecting, like Emil, Yanis, they were really nice to me at the start, and it kind of got me into that German group, I guess. I don't really know, but I'm liking how international this school is and how everyone is quite friendly.
Yeah, it's quite important. I was talking. Who was I talking? I was talking to Junior Bello, who's obviously from the seniors, and he's obviously been there 4 or 5 years now, and he was saying that was what attracted him to Buxwood. He came for a summer school and really enjoyed the family feel, which you don't get in a lot of the schools. Before he came to us, he was at Brook House, which I didn't know about. And Brook House is a very good footballing school. I mean, very good footballing school, but they don't have a family. There's no intermingling. They don't seem to work quite well. So that's something that obviously the school has always tried to instill, and as an academy, we've always tried to do. So who would you say in the players, either in your team or around the academy, who do you look up to? Who do you admire the most?
Oh, well, that's a hard question. I'd say JJ's quite up there with his leadership. I would look up to him. He's a great player. He's good on the ball. He's really inspiring. Oh, sorry. I feel like he's really open, and I like how he knows how to lead a team, I guess. But I haven't really talked to a lot of the senior players, but I like I've seen Unama, like how he's got scouted to the Robson. I don't really know the American team.
John Robinson stuff.
Yeah, John Robinson. Yeah. And he got that off of Josh, which was my housemaster. I think he's really inspiring as well. Yeah, a lot of people, to be fair, but I think JJ has to be up there.
Yeah. I mean, JJ's currently in the middle of a trial with Millwall, and apparently that's going quite well. So we obviously wish him well. Who do you find most challenging to play against at the academy?
Oh. I've only played against this age group.
Yeah.
So probably Kento. Koki,
Hmm.
Meal.
Yeah,
Those are probably the three.
toughest, are they?
I think Kento has this. I don't know. During training, he just cuts all his friendship off, and he just wants to play football, which is a really good thing. And I think he has that mentality locked in.
He has a good focus, doesn't
Yeah, and Emil is just he knows when to go serious sometimes.
he?
um, but he's just not afraid of anything. I feel like he's a great keeper, and I think he can play outfield. If I'm honest.
Yeah, he can. When he first came, he actually started out as a defender.
Oh, really?
He didn't tell us he played in goal.
Oh, no.
So
Oh, wow.
so I actually played him right back, and he did really well. He was a really good defender, and then he let us know he was a goalkeeper. So we started working with him, and then just never looked back. I mean, he's an unbelievable goalkeeper for his age.
Yeah, he's talented. I think.
He's very good. I think I'm speaking to him on Friday.
Yeah.
But I was talking to Yanis today, and I asked him the same question. Who does he find the biggest challenge? And he mentioned Edmund, and he mentioned you. And he said that you're both very difficult to play against, but that's what he wants. He wants to play against the best players. So, there's a compliment for you straight away.
Yeah, I've been talking to Yanis.
The best player.
Yeah.
Huh?
I've been talking to Yanis here and there. Just getting to know him a bit more. And I feel like he was a bit he was a bit bonkers at the start, but yeah.
I think with Yanis it was a confidence thing. Although he appears very confident, I think sometimes he just sometimes seeks that attention, which is probably why he says many of the things that he does.
Yeah.
But it was a good chat with him I had with him earlier, and it was quite an eye opener. So what's your plans for the future? What would you like to achieve?
I feel like I want to. I would obviously be I would kill to play in this competition again, the ESFA, as an under 15s, where I'm one of the oldest players with Emil, Yanis, Rui.
Mm-hmm.
I want to move forward with the football, like JJ, Edmund. I feel like if I set my mind onto something, I feel like I can achieve it, and I want to do that with individually and as a team. Yeah, I want to see where the under 15s go as well.
Yeah. So okay. So after Buxwood, let's assume that you stay until your sixth form. Fingers crossed. I would love to have you stay with the team. What do you want to be a professional footballer, or do you have another plan, or if you wanted to be a professional footballer, do you have a backup plan?
I'm very stuck on being a professional football player. I'm not academically gifted, let's say. But I'm also quite interested in coaching, as you guys do.
Yeah.
But right now, I want to take it slowly. I don't want to make a big jump to like a big academy if I could. But yeah, I wanna progress slowly into a professional. Yeah.
Well, from our point of view, you show all the right attributes to at least attempt to get into a professional career. Obviously, we would never go, or you're going to be a professional, because there's so many things that happen between now and that could affect that. So we would never say that.
Yeah.
But you are one of our stronger players. Yourself. We mentioned JJ, obviously Emil. Edmund. There's a lot of players in our team at the minute who are of a top level, let's say. So, obviously, for me as your coach, I want to keep the team together. The longer you guys stay together, the stronger you become, because you understand each other. And so I don't want to lose anybody, but the nature of the school is that people come for a year and then go away, or come for a short. So that's normal. JJ may well get fully signed up once this pandemic settled down and be at Millwall full time, which we want him to do, but he would be a huge loss. But as I say, I think for you guys as a team, I can see nothing but positives for you guys. I honestly believe that you are a great team, and I can only hope and wish that you all stay together for a long time and play. And I think for you, say this year, had it been a normal year, I think, and I said this to JJ, and you'll see it when we make all the interviews public. But I said to JJ that actually, had this year been normal, you would have been top goal scorer by a country mile. Because, and that's not just in the school, I believe you would have been top goal scorer in the competition. And part of that is, it's not just because, I'm not trying to make you big-headed. It's not just because, you would have scored lots of goals, but you would have been given lots of opportunities, because of that was the nature of the day, the nature of the team. I mean, you look at the people that we've got Edmund behind you, we've got Kento, Santi, we've got all these we've got the wide players to play, we've got a reasonably solid back four now. JJ controls it really well in the middle. As I say, Kudai, all these additions have been brilliant. So, for me, I could see great things. If we had somebody you knew, or somebody from around the world thinking of getting into to English football and English schools, what would you say about Buxwood?
I actually have a friend that might want to come to Buxwood, and I've told him that it's a really nice environment. I think he'll fit in well. He's pretty all over the place from Asia. He's really good at football, and I think he'll fit right in from because the academy is really friendly, and we focus on football mainly, but there is the teamwork and the tactics and all. I feel like he'll fit in well with the team, and I would also say that there's things you wouldn't see in other schools, like a vineyard, peacocks, horses. Like there's quite a lot of things, and yeah, I feel like it's a good place to call home for a while.
Yeah. Good. Well, if there's anything else you want to add, please do. Otherwise, that's it, my friend.
Yeah, I think I'm all right. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you for your time, my friend. And hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon.